Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Tigers and the Toronto Huskies. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Tigers and the Toronto Huskies. With Charles Davis, as always. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Defense. Let's go.
Now back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And now back out comes the offense. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
To throw on third down, Hobson. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
56. Months 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Right. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's it. Ready. 60 more. Keep time.
Back to throw here. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready? 18 Gator. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On first down, Mueller. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going to throw right side here, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Caught by Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2nd down in inches. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
On first down, Hobson. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking to throw on second down. Hobson. He finds Douglas, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Down, 18 Gator.
Defense, let's go.
Cut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a 2nd straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So here is the home side to take over on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Let go.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Hands over.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 2nd down now, it's Mueller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2. And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Hobson, wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Here we go, set, 90, wolf.
They're running it.
Speed grip.
Operating from the gun. Hobson. That's caught at the 2. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Finding Green complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2nd and 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 50, plant. 5.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Right back to him on first down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll start in the NFC East with 2 teams that have no love lost between them. Washington at Dallas. And this, a 6-point differential as they've gone to halftime. The Cowboys locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana to check on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Saints seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Frederick. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. On 3rd down, Frederick. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
56, right there, 56.
They'll run on first down. Muller, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive. Hobson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Ready?
Hey, watch the slant.
Come.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And to give this time to the tailback. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Hobson, his throw incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Hobson. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a 1st down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hobson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Hobson got his man And it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago. The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This is fielded at the goal line. And hit across the 20. And field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now. Because it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. On first down, Mueller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back to Toronto as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
56, right there, 56. 3 buzz, 3. Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He's got Green. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ready? 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Now.
2nd and 2.
I'm going back to you.
Throw left side complete. That's Mueller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
56 is the mic. Here we go.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Go now. Cut. 18 Raider.
It's a party now.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Now for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Push him back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Frederick, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And 2 spot.
On second down, Frederick. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first and 10, Hobson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Big hit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. This will be caught. just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Go now. 60 or.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. It's Holt. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Showing it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holt, he'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 15. 1:35 to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll drop the throw. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Go, 50, plant.
Check 56. Night, sweetheart.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Left side, it's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
56 is the mic. Ricky. Check 99.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mueller. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He'll look to throw.
I'm not quite.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons have wound up winning that football game. Deshaun Watson, a touchdown pass to help lead the way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
And he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Toronto, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.